I got stopped, wicked out, not stopped out. I got wicked out of 400 tick longs today. Let's break down the recap because this shit pissed me off because like god damn, y'all boys see the trade full TP gets hit like on some calm shit or break even point doesn't get hit on some non-calm shit, but like you know what I'm like. Alright, let me lock in. Let me lock in for a little bit type shit. Let me lock in. Alright, so we have 5:30 Trump speaking and home sales at 7:30. None of that shit means anything to me, boy. Boom! What the fuck happened to these longs and why the fuck did I get stopped out? Why am I an idiot? Why am I the worst trader in the world? Let's go over all of it because I deserve the hatred. I'm trolling, but let's run it back. Honestly, I feel like I've been taking too many losses recently. Swear to God, y'all know I'm coming back. I'm gonna get my bread at the end of the day. And this month has been probably one of my worst months in trading. But none of that matters anyway, boy. Let's get to the recap, boy. So what the fuck is going on around here? Now, with this little bullish push, what I'm trying to see is this 1 hour bearish value gap get invalidated. And either when we invalidate this 1 minute bearish value gap, we're going to sweep out the London high. We're going to get further reactions off of it towards the downside, and we can take shorts. Or we're going to continue off the high. Hopefully I can get a fill somewhere here, break even around here, and target this 1 hour high. Right? That is my trade ideal. Same thing on ES. Now, I just wanted to see. Now, we also have this premature SMT, but I know that that's not the SMT that we're going to see when we get into market today. Right? That's not the SMT that I'm looking for in market. I'm looking for a market-formed SMT. So, let's hit the 1 minute and see what I saw. So, boom. We sweep out the Asia high. We're getting reactions towards the downside shit. We got this 50-minute bullish value gap. Fill it in. Boom, 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 boom. Shitty price action. Shitty price action. Shitty price action. Boom. Form this SMT. Bink, boonk, bop. Now, what do I want to see here? All I want to see, ES invalidate this 1 hour gap, or ES push a little bit lower so that I can get a better fill on longs. Now, keep in mind, if I get filled somewhere over here, right? Let's say ES is over here when I fill, like we're more likely gonna get break even. So what I'm really trying to see is I'm trying to continue off of these longs. Now, market is just playing out. Keep in mind we also have this 9 a.m. news or 10 a.m. news. That shit said 9 a.m. earlier. I don't know why it says 10 a.m. now. So I was really just waiting for these 9 a.m. newses. We get the sweep, invalidation on NQ, and we fill in ES 1 hour bearish value gap. Boom. Now, what do I want to see? I just want to see ES invalidate this gap. I don't really care about NQ like that. Now, at 8:58, ES invalidates the 1 hour bearish value gap. So this is where I would have really entered. And if I entered here, right, I would have probably put my stops a little bit lower. I'm not risking 267 ticks on the trade. I would have probably put it below this 1 minute gap right here to the 1 hour high. So literally the exact same trade, which is why that I think this is still a good trade. But also, this news is supposed to come out at some news is supposed to come out at 9 a.m. I swear some news is supposed to come out at 9 a.m. Forex Factory changed their shit. So I'm waiting for 9 a.m. and then we get the invalidation. That's where I get filled. Now it's fucking heat seeking my stop loss. I don't understand for what reason. Then I get stopped out, and then we just fucking literally jam to my fucking TP, bro. And these longs were literally generational. I just took it on and what my fault is there's obviously gonna be some sort of retracement, and that's where I ended up taking it instead of waiting, for a good reaction off a gap. Even here, these longs right here, these continuation longs right here, this is probably my most ideal fill if I was to take a trade. Now, this right here would have been super, super ideal. These longs right here would have been super freaking ideal, man. You feel me? Some calm shit, like, I don't know. We would have banged our little TP. But that's not the trade that we ended up taking. We ended up getting stopped out. And I was like, bro, why the fuck did we get stopped out? But that's just what happens. That's the reality of things. And honestly, stop loss error. First of all, why am I putting it below a gap? I always like to put it below a low. That's one thing about me, and that's one thing that I feel like I haven't been doing normally, is putting it below a low. When I put my stop loss below a low, I feel more safe in it. Because think about it, right? There's always more for value gaps. On a huge uptrend, there's always more for value gaps to get filled, right? Keep in mind, we also have, like, bro, there's just so much that we could have done with our stop loss that we didn't end up doing. It's just unfortunate that we got wicked out. Like, that's a little unfortunate to me. But, I mean, even if I put it below this, like, bullshit gap. But then again, like, idealistically, I just wanted to get into the trade, and that's as a result of greed. I'm seeing market pushing. I know I can capitalize on it. I know what the draws and liquidity are. I know that I could bang this trade out if I put my stop loss correctly. I didn't do that shit. So, a little bit of greed got to me today with my stop loss placement. And just looking to enter in instead of waiting for a little retracement, which would have been a little ideal. Filling this 1 minute gap, we're getting reactions. We break structure off of this candle. Bang. That's a banger in my opinion. Another thing is, I should have prematurely took this trade right here. When I was thinking back on it, we formed an SMT, right? An SMT towards the upside. We invalidated the 1 minute gap on NQ, and we also invalidated this gap on ES at 843. We're dancing around with the Asia high, so there's nothing really to be scared of. The only thing we have to be wary of is this 1 hour bearish value gap, 843. If I entered at 843, right here, we enter right here, stops below. God damn, that's a thick ass fill, and I'm just risking a lot. But honestly, cut, this shit would have gotten smacked. Probably taking on minis, but still, that shit would have gotten smacked. Like, I mean, probably would have taken on micros, but that shit would have gotten smacked. So, just little things I need to lock in on. Get back into the lab. Honestly, can always be doing more. Can always be backtesting more. But honestly, I don't think backtesting is, like, the problem. I don't think risk is the problem. I don't think anything is a problem right now except my stop loss placement. Like, if you look at my last few trades, I've never really been wrong on the ideal. It's always been more of I've been getting stopped out a little too easily. And I'm going to pull a 180 on January like TJR did. Mark my words, I'm coming for it all this year. I appreciate y'all. Y'all boys have a blessed night. I swear to God, bro, I'm finna be, like, going, bro, these trades, these bullshit-ass trades, like, I'm finna lock in on these trades. Appreciate y'all. Y'all boys have a blessed one.